Plastic pollution is a growing global concern that has a profound sociological impact, particularly in its effects on communities and ecosystems around the world. At its core, plastic pollution refers to the accumulation of synthetic polymers in the environment, especially in our oceans, rivers, and lakes. This problem is compounded by the pervasive use of single use plastics, which generates a significant portion of the waste. According to the United Nations Environment Program, published in 2021, approximately 8 million tons of plastic enter the oceans each year, leading to severe environmental consequences. Hello, and welcome to my public awareness documentary on plastic pollution, unmasking plastic pollution from pellets to plague. My name is Rebecca Moore, and I hope you enjoy this documentary. Plastic that we use today is a synthetic material made from petrochemicals, polymers, and other additives. It was created by Leon Bakeland around 1907, and his product that he used was called Bakelite. Today we use plastic in packaging, construction, automotive industry, and in almost all consumer goods. Plastic is lightweight, durable, flexible, and it's resistant to moisture, so it makes it an optimal packaging material. It's estimated that 350 million metric tons of plastics are produced globally each year. 500 billion bottles are produced each year, and around 300 million tons of the plastic produced is single use plastics. Out of the 350 million metric tons of plastic that gets produced annually each year, only about 30 million metric tons gets recycled. This is roughly 9% of all plastic produced annually. And technically, it amounts to about 30% of the plastic produced is actually recycled. So you may be wondering, what happens to all that trash? We don't have to look too hard in our lives to find plastic. It really has invaded every aspect of our life. Although there are many common sources of plastic waste, including littering, industrial runoff, natural disasters, and improper disposal, it can't be denied that the majority of plastic waste comes from an individual's own consumption practices. Once discarded, plastic travels from urban areas to rivers, lakes, and eventually to the ocean, and it's carried by wind and water. Regions like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, pictured earlier, and coastal cities face higher levels of plastic waste, and it really illustrates the critical need for awareness and action. The impact on aquatic life is devastating. Marine animals, such as birds, fish, and turtles, often mistake plastic for food, leading to ingestion and entanglement. Over 700 species are known to be affected, disrupting entire ecosystems and threatening biodiversity. With over 8 million metric tons of microplastics entering our oceans annually, or the equivalent of dumping a garbage truck of plastic into the ocean every minute, it shouldn't come as any surprise that there is an estimated 51 trillion pieces of microplastic particles in our oceans. Several marine studies have found microplastics in all marine species at all levels of the food chain. The annual economic impact is estimated to be as high as $6 to $19 billion due to the cost of cleanup, tourism lost, and harm to fisheries. Plastic pollution in the environment poses a range of serious health risks, primarily through the ingestion and absorption of toxic chemicals and microplastics. These particles, which often contain harmful additives such as BPA, phthalates, and flame retardants, can disrupt the endocrine system, leading to hormonal imbalances, fertility issues, and developmental problems. Prolonged exposure to these chemicals has also been linked to an increased risk of cancer, metabolic disorders like obesity, and neurological effects, including cognitive impairments and behavioral changes. Additionally, the leaching of toxic substances from plastics into water and soil can further expose humans to harmful chemicals. Respiratory problems are another concern, as airborne microplastics may be inhaled, potentially causing inflammation and damage to lung tissue. The spread of plastics in the environment contributes to antibiotic resistance, as certain plastics can harbor bacteria resistant to antibiotics, posing additional threats to human health. As plastic pollution continues to accumulate in the ecosystem, its long term impact on public health remains a growing and urgent issue. To tackle plastic pollution, a combination of innovative technologies, sustainable alternatives, and policy changes is essential. Biodegradable plastics and plant based packaging reduce reliance on single use plastics, while ocean cleanup projects and solutions for removing or breaking down existing waste. Advances in waste collection, recycling, and upcycling technologies improve waste management and reduce environmental impact. Circular economy models encourage reusing and recycling plastics, and awareness campaigns, along with stronger policies, are driving systemic change. Education and community engagement further promote responsible consumption, ensuring these solutions gain broader support and adoption, making it easier for more people to get on board.